Oh, dang it. You stopped doing it when I went live.
I need to pee. I've been like trying to.
I got that one.
Go ahead, go. Just go for it, man. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just keep your mic on.
Honestly, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was trying to catch it.
And he didn't realize we went live. I love that.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, that was perfect.
He has Bluetooth headphones. Where did they go? He didn't take them off before he left.
Oh, that
Oh, yeah,
reminds
no, they're
me.
with him. He can hear us.
That
But the
reminds
question
me
is, will we hear him?
before we get into this thing, I read this one story. This person's like, it's just like, I am such an idiot. I literally today I effed up because I was given a big presentation at work with my boss, my boss's boss, the CEO of the company, a couple of our biggest clients, and a ton of my subordinates. And I was given this presentation. I was killing it. And then we decided to take a quick break so everybody could like run to the bathroom and stuff. I didn't realize the microphone pinned to my shirt was on, and the entire conference meeting heard me call the urinal a thirsty boy.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh dear.
Aren't you a thirsty boy?
All right, thirsty boy.
Why?
It's so awful.
It's just men doing men things, I guess.
So, if you can't tell, we've all had a little bit of a day this last little bit. We're a little 3 a.m. everything is funny mode.
I'm the only fully awake one, I feel like.
No.
Yeah.
All of us had some night.
Which is not the norm. Usually I'm dead too.
The pain won't let me sleep.
The voices, you guys heard that, right?
Belden speaking for the beyond.
That sounded like it came from the soul. Oh my gosh. Woo, okay, well, welcome everybody to the Oddities campaign.
Woohoo!
Oh,
I'm starting to think our name was the best choice.
It's checking out, yeah.
Yeah, we are aptly named.
just yeah. Just a couple things before we get into it. If you wish to see more content like this, Andrew and I do have like some plans for some other projects beyond these streams. The problem is setting aside the time to do them. Currently, we can only do so much with the time we're given, but if you'd like to help us make some more stuff, you could always support us on Patreon or become a Twitch subscriber. And that way we can then justify spending more time on making these things. And let us know you want to see it on the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Just basically make the AI overlords that are in charge of our popularity like us a little bit.
Because then
yeah.
I can get more money too.
Yes, we'll be
able,
you guys can get more art.
We'll be able to pay the starving artist. Yeah.
I'm glancing at all my snacks.
Here's the thing: if we get 10 more Patreon supporters in the next 3 weeks, then we will let Erica outside for an hour. She will see sunlight.
That will be in placement of dinner, but
yeah, it's either or.
Dang it, the photosynthesis is worth it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need it.
Yeah, but cool things that you do get for supporting us on Patreon. We do have a D-Fourtress Discord, which you can totally join without being a Patreon supporter. But if you are a patron, then you get access to more and more exclusive text and voice channels. And some of those we do plan on possibly, we're huge gamers, so you might just catch us. We'll be playing some games on there. And we do want to eventually start doing some streams gaming with patrons. We think that would be a fun thing to do. But yeah, and then of course at the highest tier of the Patreon, you will also get a permanent discount on everything in our merch store. A lot of really cool stuff in our merch store and everything. Let me just go like this and show you a couple things. Andrew is the one that's basically in charge of this this website. So here's our website right here, and you'll get a bunch of really cool. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in here. As you get, all the different artworks that we managed to convert onto a T-shirt. So
I know them.
There's the Paragon characters. There's also our logo and the oddities, all that stuff. And of course, there is also some mystery dice that you can go ahead and get. And so
we've already got a couple of orders of those ones. So thank you for those who have actually ordered those. That was fun.
Nice.
Yep. So, mystery dice of different kinds. And of course, you probably saw in there the coasters as well. Andrew spent a lot of time fine tuning to get those coasters actually perfect because
they're really
with
nice.
the laser engraver, it's way more exact than you'd think to get it just the way you like it for each character.
Love the slate ones. Yeah.
Luckily, they've done updates, so it's a little bit easier to set up now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell them that.
It was the hardest thing I've ever done.
There you go. That's your selling point.
There's literal blood on those.
Yeah. So if you want to support us that way, we would greatly appreciate it. Self-plug over. The only other thing that I want to go over is this Sunday. So this next Paragon campaign episode, which is coming this Sunday, is Father's Day. We will be live in the basest of sense. There will be an episode up, but because it is Father's Day and we will not, the whole cast won't be wholly available. We did pre-record it. We already pre-recorded it.
And oh man, it was an episode.
It is, I gotta say, it's one of our best episodes. So yeah, that will go live, but if we don't seem to be responding to things that are happening like in chat and stuff, that's why it's pre-recorded. However, we usually like to hang out in the actual chat to talk with it. So if you see, even if on stream we're not interacting, we'll probably be interacting with chat and everything. So if that's something you want to do, then go ahead and look at it. Put it on for Father's Day. Have it on as background noise, whatever you want, or better yet, frame it as your Father's Day gift, and it'll be great. Your dad will love it.
Our faces are such a gift.
Yes.
My dad might like it.
To put it in perspective, and let's just say, to put it in perspective, how intense that episode got, Erica literally painted her face with camo. So
it was fun. Didn't show up on camera as well, but oh well.
But I believe that is every talking point I have. So I guess now that we're 20 minutes live, that we should probably start playing some Dungeons and Dragons into this Dungeons and Dragons.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna end the stream. I thought this was just a hi, how you do? funny, right?
Sure.
Only when you're
Oh,
Italian.
hold on. I accidentally
Dang
All
it.
new
broke the music.
I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say we were unmuted that whole time.
No, that would be
We
funny.
spilled
though.
so many secrets.
I've only said my social security number like 3 times.
Really? Usually you
Kevin.
do 7.
That's mine.
All right, so last we left off, the Oddities had continued their fight within the birdcage, starting off fighting a pair of chimera. With a few close calls, they were able to dispatch them pretty effectively. And you were able to go take a rest and mend your wounds. And before the final match, Mr. Willows, the proprietor and announcer of the birdcage, announced a very special fight. A monster that they had not, that had never been featured before in this arena. Something that the adventurers caught and was a very impressive feat to catch. As the match begun, a 6-headed hydra ascended from below with a swarm of flying snakes just to add that little bit of extra tension. That dramatic flair, as it were. And despite taking some hits, the Oddities absolutely crushed it.
I have literally. I
Yes.
have always wanted to fight a Hydra.
Absolutely destroyed, leaving the crowd going insane. Mr. Willows losing his mind a little bit as well, shouting into the microphone, praising Acreos, the god of war. They had done it. And with that, Brakos had climbed atop the dead Hydra and let out a war cry as the finale fight of the night did not disappoint. And so,
It was fun.
we pick up
It was.
Residual excitement coming back.
as we pick up as the cheers thunder through the establishment. And Mr. Willows enters the cage with you to inspect your handiwork a bit more closely.
As he's coming in, Rakos is gonna climb down, kind of pull you two both close, and then pick both of you up and lift you up onto his shoulders, and then just kind of like parade around the arena.
Ghost is just doing the the very dainty way, just so
I'll,
ladylike.
I'll shrink myself so I'm a little bit easier to pick up.
Surprisingly dense.
With that, the crowd is just eating it up. So much so that security is kind of having to go like, all right,
Settle down.
settle down. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. And Mr. Willows kind of goes and just stands next to the dead Hydra with a big old grin on his face. And he lets you have this moment. He lets you do a couple laps around, carrying them around. And he'll like gesture to you to like keep the energy up, keep it going. And as the cheers start dying down and everything, he's like, he goes into, speaks into the mic. Wow. It has been a long while since I've seen a display Quite like that. You see, running an establishment like this, compared to other establishments, you know, there's a bit of a random factor. There's a bit of luck involved, depending on what it is we have in store. So I will admit that sometimes people who undergo this gauntlet have it easier than others. You three certainly did not. You had one of the toughest sons of bitches I've ever brought into this cage. And you knocked it over like it was nothing. Oh, man. So, I've got a couple questions for y'all. If y'all don't mind indulging me and these fine folks here.
I'll kind of set you both down.
All right. So, just so we know, how confident were you as this thing was brought up from below? And he holds out the mic to whoever wants to speak. Well, it's like more like it's not an actual microphone, but like almost like a modified sending stone.
Right. I look at Belden.
That thing was still nothing compared to the white phantom out there in the sea.
Well, it seems that we know how you earned your title, Mr. Phantom Breaker. Oh, and these people are gonna be talking. Now, are you guys exclusively arena fighters, or is this just part of what you do?
Just part. We're adventurers.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? They're for hire. Well, if you need a job done, you know who to call. Now, one thing that that I usually like to ask those promising fighters that really catch my eye. And this one, I want each of you to answer. What is your go-to move? Like, your signature move that you go for to take out an enemy. You've got something that needs to die, you gotta take it out. What's your go-to? And he'll go to Belden first.
Well, if you had a ballista available, I once nailed a harpy from 1,000 meters away.
Oh, and you start hearing cheers, just like, oh. We got ourselves a proper cannoneer. All right, and how about you, big fella, Mr. Ironhoof?
It's hard to get out of the way when you have a wall coming straight for your chest. As he pats his hammer.
Simple, effective. I like it. And the lovely and mysterious ghost. Now, my fine lady, what would you say is your signature? In terms of, what's your brand of combat or execution?
I melt their faces off.
Ho, 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 ho! You hear that, gentlemen? Watch your manners.
She means it literally.
He goes, oh, I believe it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fine, wonderful fight. One of the best we had. And if this is the kind of talent that we can expect to see going forward, well, I'll be seeing you three in Corridine because I can't wait to see how you handle going up against each other. Because, whoo! Together you're a force to be reckoned with. I want to see how that dynamic turns on its head. And honestly, any one of you three, you're going to give the bear a run for her money. We'll see if you knew that. Last time I spoke to her, she said she was getting bored. I'll be glad that she won't be disappointed this time around. And of course, I'd like to present a little gift to you. And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out this little pin, and it is made of glistening platinum. And it is in the shape of a bird cage. And it looks like there's also a shape carved into the cage itself. It looks like a griffin. A griffin carved into it.
Ah.
And he extends it out to whichever one of you three would take it.
I'll grab it and put it with the other one.
All right. Folks, it is that time. I don't think we can get any better than what we just witnessed. So we're going to be closing up. You can pay your tab on the way out at the door. My staff will meet you. And I hope you all have a great night. And then as he goes in and you hear, or you see him put the sending stone into one of his pockets. And he turns to you. All right, and as for you three, you can, all the combatants, you get to stay, we'll be open for about 3 more hours for all combatants, so stay. All food, all drink, completely on the house. You straight up earn that.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, and he kind of leans in, it's like, and if I may, we just got the biggest wild boar, okay? I have someone in the back cooking up some ribs, okay? I will bring out a rack for y'all.
I was kind of hoping we got to fight at first.
Which,
No, don't. It's just like, unfortunately, I like to have myself a little bit of a scrap every now and then. And he like does a little hop, gives you a playful little punch that you barely feel in the arm. It's just like, no, not really. It's just like, nah, my security guy, he's a big time hunter, and so he's kind enough to share his game with us. So yeah, but make yourselves at home. And he looks at the Hydra again. I guess I've got some cleaning I have to do.
And I guess I got a new personal best. Thanks for the chance to achieve it.
Well, if you're saying you guys are adventurers, I'm pretty sure this is gonna put you on someone's radar. Well, it's been a pleasure. If you need anything from me at all, just feel free to ask. My doors are open to you. And honestly, if you ever just need to come in and blow off some steam, I would be happy to have you.
And if you ever need help wrangling in a monster, you know who to ask.
I'll keep that in mind. All right. And then he kind of goes, and you see like the platforms start to open as they start lowering the body down, and he's going down with it. He's just like, all right, somebody grab me some gloves and a mop, please. And he's just like, and I guess let's get to chopping.
Meanwhile, those 3 flying snakes that were still alive. Am I a joke to you? They're just like, the Hydra's dead, like, what? What now?
I totally forgot that they were alive. I'd like to think that after seeing the Hydra go down and everything else die, they were just like up in like the upper corners of it, just hissing
Get me
at
out.
you.
Let me out!
And Ghost can just like snipe him with her molten blast.
I'd like to think like as Reikos, as you were parading them around, Ghost, you just sniped him with your molten blast. Yeah.
Yeah, put on
You're
a
just
little bit more of a show. Yeah.
So yeah. So the place is open to you. The patrons have all left, and now there's just a group of haphazard group. They're not really sitting together at all, but some combatants, which you've been here, so not all of them have fought tonight, but it looks like that privilege still extends. Mm-hmm. And so it's almost like a little private get-together for the combatants to socialize and everything. And so some of them are getting together, some of them are literally here for free drinks.
They know what's up.
You're just gonna go up to a random person?
Yeah, I'll just walk up next to one of them. I'll have what he's having.
Sit down next to him.
It's the gnome who fought the polar bear, and he
Yes.
he is just absolutely going to town on a big old turkey leg.
It was good being in the cage.
Seen it from inside rather than outside.
Exactly.
Quite
It's a nice change.
Good job with those fireballs, by the way.
Thank you. It's a...
Pretty sure you singed my hair, but not as badly as the chimeras.
Hey, you were out of the way, so it's fine.
Really, I should be saying thanks for letting me get out of the way. I was half expecting you to blow me up with them.
Oh, I would have if you said you could take it.
Well, it's nice of you to join us for the fight after that first one.
Yeah. The guy with the turkey leg. I'm telling you, it was those I-beam things. They turned purple, and I just... Never mind. Oh.
So what you're saying is I need a purple cake.
Well, apparently it would make me run away, so no.
Or maybe it would make you angry enough at the memory to chase after it.
We'll
I'm not
say
going to do it.
The shield that you made me has
He can dream.
been quite impressive. Thank you.
I'm glad it's holding up. It came in clutch right there at the end. I thought that Hydra had one of us, but it could not get purchase on either of us.
Yeah. I appreciate the ring as well.
What does your guys' status look like? Are you guys like bloodied? Are you?
I am roughly a 47 out of 59.
So you look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 44 out of 54 with 6 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I'm also good.
Yeah, so am I. We're all good.
Yeah.
That's all I said. You guys absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, we came out of it nearly unscathed.
You know, I've heard so many stories of Hydras growing up. The druids used to tell wild stories of strange beasts and creatures and, things to tell the village, just night stories, get-togethers, things like that. And I've always wanted to face one before, but I never thought I'd actually have the chance.
They don't really stay around here, so it's definitely a rare sight to have one here.
I heard if you cut off one's head, another one can grow. Do you think that's true?
Did you cut off one of its heads?
No, I crushed it.
Hmm.
It did not grow back.
Thank goodness. I never wanted to face a Hydra.
Better than spiders.
That is for sure.
So they're still in your top.
There's just something about them. Their beady little eyes. So many of them.
The 8 legs.
How big were they really? He just turns white.
His eyes flash with the memories.
He's taken on a new meaning of Phantom Breaker.
I've blocked that part of my memory out.
Belden just has a moment where he stares into the middle distance.
You just hear screaming in the distance. The Vietnam flashbacks.
Yep. Oh man. Oh.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go get us some drinks. Do you want anything in particular?
You know what I like.
Surprise me. Give me something strong.
On it. We're done fighting, so I want the strongest one they have. We'll get 3 of them. And I'll walk over to the bar where everyone else is sitting.
All right, so you head up to the bar. Order the drinks. Of course, Ghost is the vodka.
Yeah.
And then for the when you ask for the strongest one, they have gotten basically it's something that they make in-house. Something that they make in-house, and they call it.
Not called liquor, it's called lacquer.
No. The bartender kind of gives this stupid grin as he goes, and you see him pour this mixture, and he's just like, yeah. And it looks dark with like this white foam swirling around in it. Just like, all right, 2 bird droppings.
Huh. What does it smell like?
Motor oil.
Worst thing I could have ever hoped
It's
for.
some
Oh
good
my.
stuff.
Here, take a swig of this.
Me?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
give it to Belden.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'll take a swig of this.
While you're drinking it, it's called bird droppings.
Seems fitting.
Chug mine down too.
You know, after the initial burn, it takes the pain away.
What pain?
I'll just be glad you didn't order the carcass.
The carcass? What's that?
A drink Deremos made.
Well, next time we see him, tell him to bring some.
Oh no, it was a mixture he came up with here.
Oh, interesting.
Ah.
So he used to frequent this with you.
Yeah,
Romantic date night. You know, just go watch things fight.
he had no choice.
Ah, this makes more sense. You brought him here.
Yeah. I mean, he enjoyed it.
I mean, who wouldn't?
It was funny though. You'd think a devil wouldn't be as affected as he was. He's seen many things in hell, but I guess some things are just a little worse.
Just out of curiosity, are just kind of like listening out. Is anyone in the crowd talking about us at all?
Oh, you're the main thing being talked about.
Yeah, we're
you are the topic. Like,
We are the talk
everybody's
of the town.
yeah, everybody's talking about it. People will come and pass by, give you like a pat on the back, you know, just be like, that was awesome. You're badass. A couple people go and probably try to ask Ghost out to drinks, and
she like hold her drink up like this, just like, oh yeah, I'm taking. Just taking.
What, none of you want to buy me drinks?
make a general
they're free.
charisma check.
Oh, my charisma's not great. 2.
I think when you say that, a guy comes by just like, me too, buddy. I feel that, and keeps walking.
That's great.
I do a con save to see if I get like completely plastered or not. 16. Am I plastered, Gavin?
No, you're getting a little tipsy. It's strong, but not the strongest drink you've had. But you.
None of my characters can ever get drunk. Their con saves are too good.
Carcass.
Right, now that the bird dropping is done, I want something that actually tastes good.
What? You don't like the taste of oil?
Nah, but that carcass sounds good.
I don't know if you want to drink it for taste. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's a little much.
Oh, I'll try it out. I mean, when are we going to come back here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I mean, if they pill.
Is this seat taken?
Oh, go ahead, sit down.
All right. Thank you very much. And you see this hooded figure kind of sit down next to you. And he pulls his hood back, and you see the blonde hair with the mustache to match, as Alexander Marshall sits next to you.
Oh, immediately fists clench. But I don't say anything immediately.
That was one hell of a fight, I gotta say. That was, whew. Reminds me back when I was starting the Iron Soul. It's a whole thing. But, yeah, that was pretty damn good, if I say so. You alright?
Well, thank
Oh, I'm
you.
fine. I'm fine.
You probably.
So, were you there for the whole show then?
I came in about halfway through.
Did you just come for the drinks?
Well, and the entertainment.
That is what people generally come here for.
Exactly. I fought in this arena a couple times, so I get the after hours privileges.
I'm like sensing that these two have like sobered up a little.
You're a bit far away from home. What brings you to Snowdrift?
Work, mostly. See, dealing with a bit of a stray. Nothing you guys need to worry about too much, but it's been a bit frustrating dealing with him, so gotta hunt down a fugitive.
Did he enjoy reading too much?
No? Well, I don't know. Didn't really know the guy that well. Let's just say he likes to talk to himself a lot.
Okay.
I get your perception of me here, you know. It's didn't exactly start off on the best foot forward. But I think what you need to understand is I'm just a guy that gets paid to solve problems. Me and my men, that's what we do. We solve problems. Now, being in the unique position that I am in, I can solve problems how I like. I get to choose my methods. That's part of the deal. For the most part. Sometimes there's certain things that need to be done, certain conditions that need to be met. But there are some lines that I have to draw.
And you're telling us this why?
Sounds like a recipe for you to become the problem, friend.
Well, I'm definitely somebody's problem. But, the reason why I bring this up is the fact that I don't want you to become an obstacle for the people that pay me. It's a complete waste of your talent, your potential. I have been there are some people, as you probably met, that aren't exactly fans of you. I've been trying to convince these, honestly, these pampered, absolutely spoiled, rotten man-children. Trying to convince them that killing you is a waste. An absolute waste. I am busting my ass to try and make sure that they ignore you. That there's bigger fish to fry.
If there's anyone I know on that list, I'm sure you're having a tough time.
Oh, believe me, Avier is a piece of work.
Yeah.
See, here's where my thing is look, I get it. You got hired to do a job. You're probably buddies with these, explorers, this Explorers Guild people, all this kind of stuff, but it is, at the end of the day, you got hired to do something. So, I'd like to buy you out. Buy whatever those journals you have on you. And just, you can walk away from this whole bullshit scavenger hunt. Let these assholes figure it out. And then do what they will with it. I mean, they're rich and powerful. What else are they going to be? What else are they going to do, really?
Well, see, here's the thing. That won't work for us, because we don't have any of the journals on us, first of all. Secondly, our sights have been pulled elsewhere. We have other priorities.
Other priority. Oh, well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no need to do all this. You know Avier's paranoia. Yeah.
Ugh. Believe me, I know, but honestly, it's not Avier you got to worry about.
No? He's at least the most reckless of them.
Yes. But it's not Avier, it's his attack dog. That... I don't even know what to call him anymore. He's... unhinged. He's... I'm warning you. I've been hired to do a job and solve a problem. But if you go for Avier, it's not me you're gonna have to worry about. You kill Avier, you're letting that dog off the leash.
Yeah, I was aware of that.
I don't think this is the guy you're used to. Old Taskmaster? Old Hopkins? Dude's long dead.
Oh.
I'm telling you this as a favor. Don't let that dog off the leash. It will not end well for anybody in whatever direction he decides to walk after that.
Says the one with the invisible pet.
Yeah. She can walk around with an invisible familiar. Why can't I?
A devil's not the same as a demon, and you know it.
True. That is very, very true. Which is why I have it under strict enchantments. Should the enchantments falter at all, then I have the means to put it down or banish it back to the abyss. So, precautions and all that. You like to paint me as this villain. I think it's a bit unwarranted. I mean, your stone buddy, he really didn't like me. He made me concerned for my safety and the safety of my family.
Can you blame him when a scholar goes missing, turns up dead, and you have the book?
I don't think it's as black and white as you think it is. You know, killing thieves is not exactly smiled upon, but is technically legal in the country of Tirvis, should they be caught in the act. I just framed it in a way that their reputation wouldn't be damaged. I'd hate for their next of kin to hear the actual circumstances and how it went down. So I painted it as a tragedy.
Can I do an insight check on him? On
Certainly
that.
can.
Come on. Where's it at? There it is. 9.
Genuinely hard to tell.
Yep.
I'd like to try one. Just for the fun of it. And it's insight. 12.
Still hard to tell.
Dang it! I thought 3 points would make a difference.
Are you gonna try for one, Belden? Or are you good?
Belden,
I
Belden.
I feel clearly they don't like this guy, and I don't like this guy.
Ghost isn't showing anything. She's cool.
So I
Jeez.
already have a bad impression and think that his intentions are not good. So
Good on
I
you.
don't need to do an insight check. I already have preconceived ideas.
My preconceived notions are all I need.
Fair. You see, there. Look. I get it. That's not a great perception to have. That. I can see how you could jump to that conclusion. But. Not everything is as it seems, alright? Just think carefully before you jump to conclusions.
Like a big deep breath. And what of Marigold and his continued attempts on us? Hard to ignore that.
Yes, I agree. I have been trying to get him to knock it off. Keep telling him that, once again, killing you is a waste. It's a waste of his time, his money, his resources, also a waste of your talent, your potential, and your time. Seeing as, well, these people are unhinged that he's hiring.
No, to me it sounds like you're doing a whole awful lot of trying to convince people to no effect. So,
Look, these are people that have never been told no in their life before, okay? It's like talking to a brick wall. It's painful. She'd know. Points at Ghost.
She's like, that is what Avier is like, at least.
Yeah, Marigold is basically just diet Avier. In fact, he's even more frustrating because, I mean, at least Avier can back up some of what he's saying. All right? So, but no, Avier, he's got some abilities of his own, but Marigold, he is literally nothing but a well, he's basically just a talking wallet. He's got money, and he uses that to compensate for his lack of abilities everywhere else. Now, I've been trying to convince him to stop, but this seems to me that you seem to be doing just fine handling what he throws at you. And in fact, the job I'm currently on, I'm hoping will convince him to back off. Because the last person he sent after you, now I'm after him. He's not following orders, and now he has completely gone rogue.
Oh yeah, the one who talks to himself. I
Yeah.
knew exactly who you were talking about.
Yeah.
And what do you get out of trying to get him to back off of us? If you're in it for the money, why doesn't he just hire you to come after us?
Like I said, I get to solve problems in the way I see fit. I don't see the point in ending 3 promising careers. Well, 5 technically, counting non-present parties. I don't see the point in ending that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some people that need dealing with, but you're not one of them. You're good for Tierbiz. Hell, for all of Auroran. I don't see the point in upsetting that. Now the thing is you haven't been a complete outright obstacle. But if you continue on this course, then I will have no choice but to remove you as an obstacle. And I don't want to do that. In fact, if I had it my way, I'd be hiring you 3.
If you could do things the way that you see fit, why couldn't you just hire us 3?
Because they don't like me.
Is that obvious? Here's the thing. I somewhat get what you're saying here. If anything else, I trust my stone friend's intuition more than I trust your words.
Well,
But like she said, we don't have any journals.
all right. Well, if that is the case, I'd also like you to stop pursuing any other journals in the future.
What if we happen across one? Is that a grey area?
You're more than welcome to turn it in to us. I wouldn't say no to that.
I'm sure my brother would love that.
Sure he would.
Unfortunately, that's not what we're going for right now. So, you'll have to find them himself. Or get some of his dogs to do it for him.
All that man knows how to do is to tinker and kill. It's a shame. Well, maybe next time I see you, I can give you a better offer. But meantime, I have a psychopath to hunt down. Oh, and let me extend a little bit of an olive branch for you. There's don't know his exact location, but there's another, well, assassin that's on your trail after this most recent one went AWOL. In fact, he went AWOL before even encountered you, but Marigold has hired himself another psychopath.
Seems to be the trend.
Yeah. Guy's name's Kai Suzaru. He's from
Weapon of choice?
Hmm?
What's his weapon of choice?
an Odachi. He's a samurai from Valdish. Claims himself to be a Ronin, a man of honor. He'll probably try and see if he can find a way to fight you one-on-one, mano-a-mano. In reality, he's just a serial killer that killed his previous lord. And went on a murderous rampage to purge the honorless curs, however.
You know, I consider myself a bit of a problem solver as well, so we'll do Tirvis in favor and end him.
Oh, you definitely will. I don't think, I don't think his skewed sense of honor will do him any favors. But wish you best of luck. He is deadly with the blade. Probably even give me a run for my money if I let him. But I won't take up any more of your time. That was a fantastic display. Hopefully I'll have something more worth your while next time.
The puppet guy was last seen near the Alexandrite mines. Mines, I should say.
Oh. Why, thank you. Well, if you beat me to him, I will gladly pay you for his demise. Enjoy your drinks. And he gets up, stretches, and leaves.
Seems like you two have history with Blondie.
Give me that. I'm gonna reach over and grab your drink and chug it.
It's okay, I'll get you another.
It's okay. I think he needed it.
Belden on the verge of tears.
I'll get
I'm
you
gonna
another.
need the carcass after that.
I need to stretch my legs. Just, I'll be back.
All right.
Bring me a drink
Realizing
while
he-
you're at it.
Yeah.
She'll like tap him on the arm, just like, don't break too many things, all right? Don't go too far.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna. He's just gonna stand, just walk around a little bit because he was very tight, clenched muscles,
Okay.
ready to pounce.
Okay,
at a
so
moment's
not
notice.
outside. Got it.
Not outside. No.
Okay.
No, he's staying within eye shot of you guys. He doesn't trust Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, he's just like kind of walking around the bar for a sec. He goes over, gets a drink, and then comes and sits back down. He's
Yeah.
not gone more than like 40 seconds.
Gust will get 3 carcasses.
You get this bright orange drink. This bright orange drink in a tall bottle.
Now, what does the gnome have to say about this conversation?
Yeah, he goes. You see him. He goes and he pushes his plate away. That guy was an asshole.
Right?
Tell
I
me
don't.
about
I didn't like his stupid face.
Or the mustache.
Okay, I'll admit he can pull off the mustache, but the face underneath it.
Would you like a carcass?
I already. They let me keep the polar bear.
No, the drink.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll hand him hers and get herself another one.
He goes like,
Rakos will stop drinking because he doesn't want to get any more tipsy. He wants to be alert.
he'll take a. The noble will take a swig and be like, But is it spicy? It is a spicy drink. Not as hard as the bird dropping. Not as hard as the bird dropping, but it is like almost like
It's
distilled
like
hot
fire all the
sauce.
time.
Yeah.
You read my mind, yes.
You see, he starts like sweating, and he's like, "It's so good."
Wait till you go
And
numb.
like the snot just kind of.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
And Goose is just like,
You're totally right.
what are you talking about? That's delicious.
It is good stuff.
Reikos will just kind of like rub his forehead. He's just like, ugh. Why do you have to go and spoil a good night?
I won't let him spoil it. He's not worth it.
I don't believe a word he said.
No.
Well, I believe a word in the sense of him wanting to end us, but everything else I don't believe.
Oh, it was all just a thinly veiled threat anyway. However, now he knows that we aren't looking, so... At least we won't have people hunting us for that.
Right.
And I was perfectly honest, and it got us some information. Even if most of it was lies, I don't think you would lie about an assassin.
No, I get the sense that that was true.
Yeah.
But the thing about the thief, that was complete utter bullshit.
That's what you have to do when someone makes a web of lies. You have to cut through and find the truth.
Yeah, that's
Forgive
why
me.
I'm divorced.
Yeah, he gets it.
To cut to the chase, Pax, a member of our group who disappeared before you had a chance to meet him, we had a run-in with him, and he has a pet demon on a leash.
Nasty things.
And the night we encountered him, he was trading one of those journals to Marigold. The problem is the one who had it was a friend of a friend.
Belden knows Jedediah because Belden
Was a friend of Jedediah's.
I
He
see.
was murdered, and then Pax went to go meet up, or to go look at the crime scene, and there he was, looking noble, talking to the crowds, him and his iron soul, talking of a demon that ravaged, and they just barely managed to defeat it and send it back to the abyss. If he were honest, he wouldn't need to cover it up. He has nothing to gain by... If it were true, he has nothing to gain by not speaking the truth.
I knew my intuition about him would be right. I didn't like him from the very beginning.
I'm such a good judge of character. Just like I'm partially numb from the drink.
Yeah.
Still screaming.
He's just
Like-
talking like this, with his tongue a little out because it's not moving
Not
properly.
coming out my nose.
Inyeze!
There's the numbness.
All right. I apologize for not playing it cooler, but there's just something about him that just pisses me off.
Oh yeah, inside I'm fuming. You can't always afford to be transparent. But I'm glad you can live your truth.
You know, this rune is supposed to help me with lying, but I feel like I'm just not a good liar. I don't like to lie.
A rune helping you lie won't actually help you if you don't want to.
Yeah,
So
guess you're right.
I think it's good. I'm glad you can live honestly.
Truth is the foundation of any healthy relationship.
Yeah, see, he gets it. He gets it.
I like this though.
Yeah.
Well, whatever happened with you and your wife, I'm on your side.
Oh. Yeah, no. Left me for an elf.
Them and their pretty faces.
Yeah, that's
Those
what I said.
eyelashes.
Stupid pretty faces.
So I said she kept calling me too small, which I thought was racist. And so, yeah, it was just this whole thing. So
What
that
does
he
she
would-
expect? You're a gnome. It's not like you're gonna be
6 foot tall.
Yeah,
or that. Yeah.
yeah. And it was just, yeah, it was crazy.
Some women just don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh. You should probably get some cold water or a
I
cold
want
drink
another
for
one.
that.
I want another.
All right.
Belden just slides the rest of his over.
Because he only had like
I'm
2
done.
sips.
This guy, you see, his face is starting to swell up just a little bit, and it's just red and poofy. He's sweating buckets.
Like he got stung by a bee.
Yeah.
You might want to take it easy. Just a little bit.
After a little while of being here, as most of the fighters have shuffled out, eventually Mr. Willhouse comes to you, and he's got a sealed like these sealed sacks that are tied up. And I was like, all right. So here we got 80 pounds of Hydra steak. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how it tastes. I've never had Hydra before.
I will gladly take it.
But, yeah. Here you guys go.
And the ribs.
Oh, yes. Yeah, let me bring those ribs out for you. And he'll just, like, it's empty enough that he just kind of calls over his shoulder. And you see one of the cooks give him a thumbs up. So, all right, now, do you want just the raw ribs that you could cook later, or do you want the chef special to prepare them for you? Got a nice honey glaze for them.
We don't have packs, so let's do the second option, I think.
Alrighty. And he gives another nod to the chef.
Wait a
And,
minute. Is Harold cooking?
oh, I wish. No, Harold's retired, sadly.
Good for him, but that's so
yeah,
sad.
no, yeah, no. His cooking is now saved exclusively for his wife. But we actually our current chef though was handpicked by Harold, so
Oh, okay. Okay, I trust him then.
yeah, his name's Hosea, so he's absolute.
Right.
I'd say he's just as good, my personal opinion.
Oh, I'll have to see about that.
And after a little bit, the ribs come out, and they are huge and just fall off the bone tender, juicy, moist, with a sweet honey glaze that isn't too overpowering, but like just right. It's got that perfect mix of sweet and savory.
Ghost will take off a little bit to give to the gnome. just like a whole. I mean, to the gnome it would be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But she takes off a chunk and
I
gives it to him.
think by this point the gnome would be completely plastered, and he's probably by Reiko's just like, I don't understand why what he has that I don't. Okay? I mean, I've got a beard. He can't grow one.
I doubt he has your strength too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna like pat him, but kind of like while I'm patting him, kind of pushing him away a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. And then I feel like I'd cut to a bit later, and he's just like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but you guys are the best friends I have ever had, okay? You're a great listener. All right?
Just talking to the wall.
I can get a date with anyone I want. Because I deserve it. Okay? I deserve someone who will like me for me. All right?
Yeah, but they don't deserve you, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
And then once he's passed out, I kind of like whisper over, "What was his name again?"
He never gave it.
He's gonna be real hurt the next time we see him.
If he remembers you.
If he remembers, that's what I was just thinking. Oh, that's great.
All right. But
then.
eventually, the place does fully close down into the wee hours of the morning. You can head back to Tulip's place. Luckily, Ghost, you know from experience that Tulip's place is a secure thing, as Tulip has her own healthy bit of paranoia.
While we're walking through the steam, I want to see if any of the steam malforms behind us, indicating
Ooh.
an invisible
Oh,
presence.
Make a perception check for me.
you want to see the dots precious?
I will say-
22.
I was gonna say, I will say, I will count this as trying to track something.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'll
do it
give
with
you
advantage.
advantage just to see.
24.
24.
Yeah.
With that high, you take every precaution. You're looking for, some of the gravel. If any of it depresses at all, you are hyper aware. Any of the steam moves in a way that it shouldn't. Any bit of slush gets an extra footprint. And you can conclude that you are not being followed by any unseen entity.
Good. That will definitely put his mind at ease a little bit.
I feel like Ivor would try to mess with him at least once.
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm doing it. Yeah, I would just kind of because
Right.
he doesn't know what listening ears are in, so he
Yeah.
kind of does. He tries to do it without really drawing attention.
Mm-hmm.
You think you see one for a second, then you just notice the silhouette of Ivor floating through the steam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, after a bit, he's like, am I not invisible? Yeah, but eventually you do make it back to Tulip's place unharmed and well fed.
Laden with
Very, very late. So you retire up to the suite. And that is where we are going to take our break. So
I
we'll
get
be
to sleep in.
So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So for player reference, let's meet up at about 6:50, and we will pick up either during or after this long rest. So we will see you all in just a bit. There we go. Now my mic's unmuted. We are back. I didn't press the button hard enough. So,
Hi.
you return to Tulip's place in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, we do. Sorry.
Unless anybody does anything, we can go ahead and you can take your long rests.
What I do is go to my room and sleep. Duh.
I would definitely lock my door.
Yeah. all the doors and windows. We don't want the bird thing happening again.
Exactly. I definitely locked my window.
Check all the windows, lock all the doors.
Yeah.
I would definitely do a check of the apartment to make sure it's not tampered with.
Make an investigation check.
Check under the bed, see if there's anybody hiding there.
4.
As far as you can tell, nothing's been tampered with.
Goodness. Yeah, you're drunk at
We're all
this point.
safe.
Probably you're tipsy still. You're tired. You're stressed. You just I'm sure your checking is just like, yeah, it's fun.
Well, and then after, not realizing he wasn't being followed, he'd kind of ease up too.
Yeah.
It's like a half-hearted search.
I definitely had too much to drink. I just passed out.
On the floor?
Yep, by the hearth in my room.
Oh, in your room. Okay. Ew. Ghost gets her nightly routine in still. Very important.
I sleep like a rock that is suspicious.
Rocks are soft until you touch them.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
They're only tough when you hold them. It's a fact. They're like liquid.
Have you ever seen a rock slide? That's proof.
Exactly.
They're squishy.
So, as you are as sleep finds each of you, Ghost, you find yourself in a deep slumber. Nah, that's not quite what I want to go for. It's a little too scary.
I don't like
Ah, dang it! I thought something
I'm like-
ominous and
I'm like,
scary was gonna
that
happen.
That was spooky.
I like it.
I was excited. Like, oh yeah, what's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna get targeted again? I'm not leaning over a balcony this time.
Ghost, you find yourself dreaming more lucid than you normally do. You're aware you're asleep. And you seem to be standing on a surface that you can't see. You're in this void, this black expanse, but it's not completely dark. There are countless shining lights in the distance. Some of these lights like little wisps floating by. And if you take any steps, each one echoes, just
Cool. Okay. Should probably walk towards the lights.
the ones that are close almost kind of dance around you a little bit. Some will do a little flourish like around your hand if you reach out for one. They don't seem to emit any heat or anything much other than a slight sense of static.
She'll just kind of, keep walking.
As each footstep echoes, you notice there's a second set of footsteps going slightly off pace from yours.
Mhm. She'll just keep walking at an even pace. Just be like, are you going to introduce yourself?
As you keep walking, you'll notice walking alongside you, you just see a pair of feet begin to materialize, pair of boots. And with each step, more of this figure forms, light swirling around it. And it looks like it's being created kind of in front of you. Till eventually it gets up to the waist, the chest. You see hands appear as it goes up, fills up the shoulders, until finally you see the head appear. A man, middle-aged, a mix of sandy hair with gray strands mixed in, a well-kept mustache and goatee, and well-kept hair that is brought up in the front. And he as that tiny bit of him finally materializes, suddenly it's almost like he stumbles forward, just like, oh, bloody hell, oh, that was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, woo, all right, I'm here, I'm up.
You certainly are.
It would seem so, yes. And he kind of... Oh. Takes a lot of energy to manifest like this, it feels like. Probably can't do it very often.
I feel like I know you.
Well, you woke me up a bit before. I was up for only a bit. I saw you in like this blue cave. Use one of my spells.
Ah, were you in the book?
Bit of a misconception. I was the book. Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to thank you because, yeah, it wasn't exactly pleasant.
Okay, good. I was worried you would be upset about me kind of absorbing you and burning.
Oh, no. You freed me from literal decades of agony, so I'll take it. Being a ghost in someone's head isn't that bad.
Oh, okay. So you can't get out.
Well, not really, no. Kind of just here.
Well, I suppose my mind is as good as any to live in.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I hit the jackpot with it, because while you're conscious, I'm basically in a mansion. Like, it's very lavish, although this mansion is full of paintings of this devil guy. None of them are very
Yeah. He's my patron and significant other.
That would explain the poses. All right. But other than that, no, it's been lovely. Much better than, some dingy cave or, worse yet, in the hands of a hag.
Oh. Yeah, especially when she's holding you in book form. Ugh. Ugh. Well, is there a reason you're only appearing now?
Yes, well, I was kind of having to piece myself back together, as it were. Even now, just manifesting like this is difficult. It's requiring a lot of energy. The best way I can describe it, it's like I'm in a warm, comfortable bed, and I have to force myself to get out, even though I don't have the energy to.
I know what that's like.
Yes, I have seen. I try to look away when I can, but sometimes the memories kind of just appear in front of me. I try to respect your privacy as much as I can, but... Oh, forgive me, I haven't introduced myself. Fjordas. It's, well, a pleasure. Miss, Vosnia, was it?
Mm-hmm. It is. So, you're basically just living here.
Yeah, living is a strong term. Existing is more accurate.
Interesting.
My soul was bound to that grimoire. But the thing is, that grimoire had no spells ever written in it. Those spells were spells that I knew in life. It was quite literally my physiology and my talents turned into a novel, as it were, for use for the hag. Yeah, mother blood.
Awful.
Oh yeah, it really was. I was tasked to bring her down, couldn't get the job done.
Suppose I appreciate you giving me some of your knowledge.
Well, that's just it. When I gave you the ability to cast that spell, it was like a fragment of me went missing. Took a lot of energy. And so, what I'm thinking is, as you, and I'll use this term loosely, as you read the grimoire, a bit of me goes until eventually there's nothing left. Now, I will say, don't be too concerned. I will say, it did feel like a part of me was destroyed. It felt like a part of me left. So I'm thinking if I can give you my repertoire, then my soul, or whatever I am at this point, can
Move on.
Yeah, bugger off. That way you won't have some old soldier stuck in your head.
So essentially what you're saying is you want me to help you move on.
Well, as nice as it is here, I would like to see my wife again, if it's possible.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable.
I mean, the art of Deramos is refreshing, but... I can see you think very highly of him.
Yep. The first time ever, Ghost is just feels so awkward.
There's no hiding or deceiving in this moment.
No, there's nothing she can hide in here. Her composure is gone for those few seconds. Just. Mm-hmm.
But from what I can gather, it seems that you and your friends are on a little bit of a scavenger hunt, it looks like.
If you would like to put it that way, yes. It's quite exciting.
Well, it brought you to find and rescue me, so I would like a request. If you don't want to accommodate it, perfectly fine. I know I'm an uninvited guest in quite literally the most personal and private space that could ever exist. But if I could maybe stick around to see you off, Mother Blood?
Of course. I mean, you give me things at your own pace, as far as I know. I mean, I haven't consciously forced anything out of you.
No, honestly, I'm still figuring out the technicalities of how this works as well. It's really quite strange. It's like... The best way I could describe it is, imagine trying to teach something to someone who's sleepwalking. I'm having to get through to your subconscious, it feels like. It's really quite fascinating. I haven't read anything remotely like this happening. Obviously, there's voices in head and, several souls occupying the same body. Some people with multiple personality disorder, that's also a thing. But, I mean, on this is kind of unprecedented, uncharted territory.
Well, I mean, if you figure it out and find a way how to do it, I'd love for you to slip that information in as well. It would be useful, perhaps.
Yes.
To have that ability.
Yes, well, I will do my best. Most of my capabilities are for hunting mages and magical anomalies, so...
Right. Either way, it would be very useful to have any information and knowledge I don't have. Knowledge is power, after all.
Oh, and you see he starts to fade. Yeah, that looks like that's about all I can muster for now.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll definitely take you up on your offer, your request. And I'll change the pictures for you.
You only need only one room. You can leave the rest there. I don't want to intrude. Like I said, uninvited guest.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll talk more when I can muster the energy. But
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Thank you. And he just kind of goes and fades into the light again. You're left in that void for a little bit before you feel yourself getting drowsy in this dream state. And a normal dream follows. So, you can
Casually talking to the big bad.
You can all, yeah. So you can all take a long
no,
rest.
Fire Lord Ozai, you don't have any pants.
So you can all take a long rest, and you awaken the next morning.
Woo! Late.
Oh yeah, I think we all sleep in a little
We
bit.
are sleeping.
Red Ghost was wanting to get up earlier, but he was pooped after that, and then drinking.
Yeah, I think after both of you were drinking a lot more, I feel like Ghost would be the first one up.
Oh, definitely.
Purely because she wasn't as plastered.
Somehow Belden wakes up outside of the room on the carpet.
That's great.
I had the tummy rumbles. I woke myself up, passing gas.
The carcass got to you.
Oh no! That's why they call it the carcass. That's what you'll be once it's done with you.
At the very least, that's what the aftermath smells like.
Exactly. It's great. Oh my gosh. It's terrible, but it's great.
So, Brakos comes stumbling out of his room. Alexander came to us last night, right? That wasn't a dream.
It wasn't a dream.
Oh, of course. Do you think we need to worry about him? Well, I mean, obviously. But I mean, immediately, do we need to worry about him?
I don't think we need to worry about him at the moment. He went out of his way to come and threaten us discreetly. But if he wanted to deal with us, he would have done so already.
And what's the plan when we find another one of the journals? And he finds out.
He said he would pay us for it. But I guess we'll just give it to Jedediah and deal with his fit.
Belden, wake up.
Huh? What?
I thought you went to sleep in your room.
I'm here.
I am in my room. What are you guys doing in my
Yeah.
room?
Where did Belden go? And he's in the hallway outside.
What are you talking about? I was in my room the whole time.
All right.
Oh, I thought you said go to my room.
Here, I'll get us breakfast. I'm not gonna go over and pull one of the levers.
Within the next 15 minutes, a big breakfast platter is brought to you. French toast, eggs, bacon, sausage, the whole, just a classic breakfast.
Oh my yards. Ayo.
If I remember correctly, I think that was the last night we paid for the rooms. So when are we gonna go to this dungeon?
Well, seeing as this is the last night we paid for, we could go today. Or
Yeah.
we could make our way up to North Peak first.
I have a feeling that we need to do this first. If Tanarok is not up at North Peak, I'd like to follow his trail if that's alright.
That's alright. With me. I didn't have any other plans other than North Peak.
Do we have to go wherever we're going by boat?
No.
Oh, then I'm in.
You can go by skyboat.
Do have to go by boat.
We do have to go by boat. But don't worry, that's a job the Phantom
The
Breaker can
obedience.
stand.
just imagine the unimpressed emoji. Just the straight line and the dot eyes. Just
As long as we can stop at the tailor real quick. I fancy me a new colorful cape.
Right, goes to roll his eyes.
oh, you remember that, right? I mean, to be fair, it was before you started drinking a lot.
And what do you all make of that High Suzaru?
He sounds like he's from a play.
Right?
Not
My thoughts
the-
exactly. He'll want an honorable fight. So I say
But
we
yet
just
he killed his
off
own
him.
lord. Doesn't sound very honorable.
His
Yeah.
own
He sounds
sense of honor
delusional.
is- yeah.
I say as soon as we know it's him, we just put him out of his misery.
Works for me. I haven't burned a face in a few days, you know. I could use another.
Right.
Just
So-
eating your food.
So as you finish your breakfast, you eventually go and head out into the town to prepare for your trip to a vault. Now, just a refresher for the players and any audience members who need it. The vault, it was a job from Tulip, who wanted a specific dagger,
A knife.
a cursed dagger from
knife.
the vault that is someone from her organization who has somewhat inoculated themselves against curses could make great use of. And of course, everything else within the vault is free game. A vault that that was used to secure certain things during the War of Black Gates. What else is in there is completely unknown. But you have this time to prepare for said dungeon.
I did forget, in the morning, while we're eating breakfast, and then afterwards, I would be prepping some of my potions as well.
Yeah, totally. So go ahead and just roll that D4 thing, and then just let me know what ones you prep.
So I rolled a 2, and then you do plus the 1, so I'm going to prep a potion. Actually, how are you both doing on healing potions?
I have a greater one you gave me, and I haven't used it yet.
Alright.
I have 2 regular ones. That's it.
Regular one. Alright. And I have 1 superior, 1 greater. And 2 of those as well.
Oh wait, I do have a greater. The
You do
text
have
was
a greater.
green. Yeah.
Alright. I think... By the way, do either of you know what a potion of Hill Giant strength does?
No.
It gives you the strength of a Hill Giant. It would make you even stronger than I am. I don't think I would have use for it, but I'm trying to decide what might be useful and what's to come. Should I prep a...
I would like to hit things harder.
Well, it would help you hit things harder, but also lift heavy things. So if we encounter any kind of heavy obstacle or rocks that are in the way, that might come in handy while we're in that dungeon. But at the same time, I could also make another potion of fire breath, because that would also be useful.
I think...
I could also just make another healing potion.
I think lifting things would be quite useful. I imagine after all that time sitting there, things have become a little bit unstable.
Alright. I'm going to make a potion of Hill Giant Strength and a regular healing potion.
Alright. Sounds good. We should probably pick up some rations as well. I know good. The ones they sell here are actually pretty good.
There we go.
I mean,
Now, Belden, I'm going to give you this potion.
obviously they're nothing like Pax's food, but, you know, they're better than your usual rations. Simply
Well, I mean, we
because
do have 80 pounds of Hydra meat.
That's true, we don't need to get anything then.
We could get it dehydrated so then it will last longer.
Yeah. let's
Yes.
get it.
At least a portion of it.
Yes. That. We should do that. I know a guy.
So, Belden, you can add a potion of Hill Giant Strength to your repertoire. Will only last an hour though, so make sure we use it wisely.
All right. So, as you go about, you can, so, as you go about your prep, you step out into the cold air with the pockets of heat of the steam coming out. As you start making your list of supply runs before heading out to the vault that lies somewhere in the southeast. Exactly where it is, you do not know, but you do know the general area. And with that, that is where we are going to end it today. So we will pick up next time. So plan all of the things that you want to get and prepare for, and we'll pick those up at the beginning of the next episode before traveling out.
Yay!
Okay. Thank you to everybody who tuned in, lurking or otherwise. Huge, massive thank you for that. Thanks to you three, because that was a really fun role play. I
Yay.
love playing as Alexander.
The gnome was great
The
too.
gnome was great.
The gnome was so good.
Don't even know his name.
Nope,
We'll
buddy.
just call him Nomi.
Eventually, and like
You don't know me.
like
just
literally
like-
like 50 episodes later, you guys are gonna be in trouble. There's gonna be an angry mob, and then this gnome whose name you don't know. I'll vouch for them.
They're my best
They're
friends.
heroes.
They beat the shit out of a Hydra.
And they consoled me when I was crying about something.
And I can't remember the rest.
But I wasn't robbed after, so they're great.
But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Just a heads up, like I said, the Paragon episode on this coming Sunday is going to be pre-recorded, but we'll still hop in chat every now and then if you want to chat with us there.
It's a dude.
It is a
Check it out.
great episode. It's one of our best ones.
It's a doozy.
And then
I'll give you a hint right now. The episode is going to be called "Fire in the Trenches."
yeah, yeah, fire in
Oh,
the sky. They get abducted by aliens.
yeah.
But yeah, but
Not the lobotomy.
yeah, and
Oh my
thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us to use those incredible background tracks. And
Yes.
also,
Gorgeous.
yeah, and of course, a huge shout out to our patrons. Rakos, could you thank our wonderful patrons, please?
G4Fan and Brennan, thank you for your undying support. Not your dying support. It was the hider that was dying, and I'm sure you saw it, so thank you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have this badge right now, or the other badge. But either way, thank you.
Your dying support.
He gets sentimental.
No,
and
I'm
he's drunk.
dying.
He's drunk.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you to Andrew and Bentley for showing up, even though we are all exhausted. It seems like Erica's the only one that has any energy.
Which is a change for sure.
Yeah. Oh
That was a
man.
fun
The other
episode,
way
though. That was
around.
fun.
That was a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you all so much. We will all we'll see you on chat on Sunday, and the Oddities will see you again next Wednesday. So thank you all. Good night. Fare thee well.